The sound quality is good. Fine, let's sure. I don't know. The sound quality is good, picture's good. All right, 10 people in here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Morning, good morning. Trying to work through some technical difficulties here. Everything is down. I mean, everything was down yesterday. Everything's not down today. There's a lot of things that are up slightly, but then there are a lot of things that are down. So it's kind of 50-50. The most important things are down. You know, if you're looking at AMC, it's down 2%. So I would say that's the most important piece, right? And right thumbnail. I can't find it. Let's go with this. All right, we'll keep this open for like 10 minutes or so. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. Good morning from Denmark. Good morning. Good morning. Back again. Good morning. Doge at 19. Yeah, I did see that. I bought more at 16. If you didn't catch my live stream over on my other channel yesterday, it was like maybe a 20-minute live stream. It wasn't long. Top of the morning. What's cracking? I'm live where the monkey reside. I don't know why my allergies yet again are starting to act up. The one day I forgot to take it, now it's starting to, take effect. Whole third tech thing. Good morning. Morning from Northern Ireland. You know Roy McIlroy? Love the pre-market streams. Let's go AMC. 66 people in here, guys. Hit that like button. Feeling lucky today. Not necessarily. I don't think so. There's a huge drop that it had from that increase that it did see over the morning. So jumping to $56.80 and then dropping down. Eventually, we're gonna see that, just like we've seen it consolidate at what was it, 7, at 9 or 10, at 12. And then we've seen it start to consolidate at like 14 or 15, then break to 20, break past that. We're going to probably see it consolidate at some points. And these are probably the consolidation points before it ends up taking off again. Robinhood is a dollar cheaper on AMC. Can't wait to get out of this platform. It's probably where it's supposed to be. So $54.65. The pre-market number is right here. This number is not pre-market number. This is a pre-market number. Any thoughts on Voyager as a broker? The Voyager tokens. No, I haven't looked into Voyager as a broker. I would imagine every single platform has a unique thing that makes them better in some instances. But I haven't looked into it. I also haven't looked into Voyager as a token. I've been focusing on some a couple of tokens. I actually have a lot, but Any thoughts on Torchlight? Not really. People are saying that it has, squeeze potential. We did see an increase yesterday, quite a bit of an increase of 58%. Even in the after hours market, seen an increase to where it did fall back down below it closed, and now it's up 14% in the pre-market. So we'll see how that does go today. I'm not going to make any move because I put a lot of money into Dogecoin. I put a lot of money into Dogecoin recently. Not a lot of money, but I put some into Dogecoin. So I have about total invested 5,500. I'm down about 1,500. I have a cost basis or average cost basis of 25 cents. I will continue to add to this as it does go down. If it goes past 16 cents, I ended up buying more at 16 cents. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, Ethereum and Dogecoin, thought we would see more of a jump overnight and that would be kind of at the bottom, but it wasn't. So you just have to wait and see. And you streaming early. Yeah, I've been doing these early streams for a while. It's been like 3 weeks, I think. How do hedges hate us? They don't hate us, they just love money. And they feel like they can get the most money from us, and that's why they tend to continue to do this. They don't like to be wrong either. They know that they're wrong, but then they're gonna find a way for them to be right. It's like that person that will, tell you, hey, this word means this, and then you'll say, no, it doesn't. It means this, and then they'll go up and look up every single definition possible, or look up every single article possible to make sure that they're right. It's kind of like that situation. They're going to look to do as much as they can in order to become right. The more time that they have, the more that they can actually get to a point to where they make money from this. Not from this overall situation, from the shorting portion of it. No matter what, they're going to lose money. But overall, they're going to make money from it. Got that notification today. Good morning, guys. Yeah, I was thinking that I was going to do a test live stream because this is a new camera. This is a camcorder, but yeah, I was going to do a test live stream over here, but I ended up doing a test live stream on the MP Shorts channel. So I think I'll do like maybe shorter live streams later in the day on the MP Shorts channel. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Hit that subscribe button over on the MP Shorts channel. Let me actually bring up Twitch because I didn't see. I'm streaming on Twitch as well right now.
Hello, Franklin. What's a dot dot for? What's a dot dot
for? Something playing in the background.
Up to December, says Shan.
Something that plays on Twitch right when you start. All right, there's one person viewing on Twitch. Thank you guys for watching over there. Actually, let me. Here we go. Okay. All the title police in the building. Let's see. Good morning, sunshine. Thank you for making it. Thank you for not making it members only. Yeah, it won't be members only until maybe like 5 more minutes or so. I wanted to, talk through that. But if you guys want to have the live streams for the MP Shorts channel, I believe, are not going to be members only. Unless it starts to get crazy, but I'm pretty sure it won't be members only. I don't believe I'll get 5,000, 10,000 viewers over there We'll probably get like maybe 50 at times, which is cool. When you talk about AMC exit strategies, where can you see AMC ending up in comparison to its highest peak post squeeze? Um, will you hold any after? So my plan for afterwards, and I don't really like to go through the exact plan, but I've told everybody, and you don't have to copy my strategy, or it's not really a strategy. It's more or less just um, a thank you, really. So my what I plan to do with my shares is I'm going to sell all of my shares at a certain point. Then when it gets to a comfortable point, I would say AMC probably to like $30 or so. When it gets to a comfortable point, I will buy maybe 1,000 shares worth of AMC and just let it sit there for life, just because it's more of a thank you to the company for doing what they did. And I understand that they didn't really do it. It's just the hedge funds attacked them, and for them to support us in a way, just made me feel really, really good. So obviously, if we see a massive amount of money that we end up getting and we all play it the right way, gain like 500K to 5 million, whatever it ends up being, then I will hold a number of shares for a long period of time. I mean, an absolute long period of time. And I don't care about what's happening there. I don't care about if it does go against me, if it ends up going to $10. I don't care. I will hold 1,000 shares or 100 shares or whatever for life, just because it's not even an investment play or a trading play. It's going to be something of just a thank you. It's like, hey, you got me to this point. You gave me this much wealth. So now I can use this and put it in other places. So, and all of the money that I make from there is going to go right back into the stock market. Am I going to use any of it? Probably a little bit. Depends on how much I make there. I might use like 70K to pay off my student loan debts, but then that's pretty much it. Let's see. It says Reddit lift ready for liftoff. Not liftoff today. Hey, you never really know. You never really know. There's a lot of times where it could be down 2% or 3% or whatever, and end up taking off in the day open. This is literally just the morning. We're not seeing a crazy amount of volume right now. This is just Weevil volume. We're not seeing a crazy amount of volume. It doesn't really matter if we would see a crazy amount of volume, but we're we're always ready for liftoff. You never really know when that liftoff is going to happen. It could be the calm before the storm, and that's exactly what we've seen in multiple cases where nothing was happening, and all of a sudden it just blew up. So don't think that just because it's down 2%, it was down 6%, that it's not going to blow up today. It could possibly take off. You never really know. And yes, it could continue to go that route, but in my opinion, there's a lot of things that are in like serious grounds for reversal. Anything less than probably 2%, I would say, even 3%. Um, hell, I've seen 5%. So let's say anything less than 5% still has that ability to reverse. As long as you're starting to see fight in certain positions or in certain prices, and you're seeing fight at 54 to 55, you're seeing that fight back and forth. So just know that when it's grounds for reversal, I truly do believe in it. Let's go back to Dad. Yeah, there we go. How's it going? Hope you're doing good this morning. Yes, I'm doing well. Thoughts on today, since we were down yesterday. Hopefully we can push today. Yeah, like I said, my thoughts on today is that we may see a reverse. I mean, it's early in the morning, right? We know that we can either see a large increase and then start to see that steady increase, and then eventually probably see it fall down to I guess they would call it a reasonable price, or we can see it fall down. We can see it increase and, you know, steadily make its move all the way up until it breaks that 56 dollar mark, 56.80 mark. So ultimately, I'm thinking that we might see a slightly. There's a lot of things that are down. There's a lot of things that are up, but I'm thinking we'll see a slightly good day. I'm thinking it will reverse. Let's hope I'm right that it will reverse. Wish you recently viewed any. I see. Wishing you recently viewed. Any thoughts? No, I was just seeing them as a play in my recently viewed. It was just a quick play that I can day trade, and that definitely has potential to day trade easily in different days. So that's mainly what it's there for. A lot of times there are day trades that I'm looking at, even like U1. That's a day trade opportunity. GOED, that's a day trade opportunity, which I have found a little success with. So that's what they're all about, is just day trades. Wish AMC and GME will blast off and take my earnings to crypto since it's correcting. Yeah, I mean, for me, crypto is something that I'm getting into like now. I feel like, yeah, it may decrease a little bit more. We have seen Dogecoin drop down to 16 cents. It had double touch point down here showing it did have strength somewhere around that 16-cent mark to push it up to 21 cents. I was really happy when it did move up there because I bought about $1,000 worth and bought some more, I believe, at like 18 or so. So about $1,500 worth below 18 cents. And currently have 21,000. 5 a.m. live grinding. I respect that. Yeah, I mean, again, I like to do the pre-market streams because I do work a 9 to 5. If I didn't work a 9 to 5, then it would be a different story. I wouldn't stream all day. That's not me. I would stream for a little bit and then, you know, post some other content as well. We have 286 people in here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. We have 66 likes. It does help out. If you guys want to, I'm going to close this up soon. So if you guys want to, you know, chat and ask questions, there's always Twitch. My Twitch stream is in the live chat here. It's pinned to the live chat. Good time to buy right now. I think for a Dogecoin, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're asking. Dogecoin, I think, yeah, it's a good time to buy. It looks like it is decreasing a little bit. So you might want to wait for maybe a little bit lower. But either way, it's a good time to buy right now. And for AMC, I think it's also a good time to buy. He said AMC dropping because of Bitcoin. Who said AMC is dropping because of Bitcoin dropping? I'm going to buy, let the price settle. Good question. Do you think AMC is in a bearish trend? Short term, yes, but I don't think it is overall. No. You're looking at AMC in general for the last, you know, 5 days. I wouldn't say it's in a bearish trend. It's sort of flat. I mean, I've been saying this since last week that it opened the week at 58 and closed the week at 59. So it's sort of in that consolidating phase. Let's go back to what's happening in the day. Like in this day, you can see it in more. It's in more of a you know, bullish trend. You can see the way this is moving, the levels of support. Yeah, either way, all across the board is a nice consolidation. But if you're looking at where it hit that bottom out point somewhere around here, you're seeing these ascending levels of support showing more of a bullish trend, even though we are seeing these red candlesticks. It's just we're in a consolidation phase. That's what it's all about. Buy Dogecoin. Not AMC. I have 10 AMC coins. All right, I'm gonna close this up, guys. Thank you for everybody for commenting and all of that. I know I couldn't get to everybody's chat. That's sort of the issue. One of the issues why I do go members only is I can't get to everybody's chat. Oh, we're going to members only. Waiting to send my question until then. Yeah, I'm going to members only right now. If you guys want to watch over on Twitch, go ahead and watch over on Twitch. If you want to comment over there, definitely do it. Noise. I don't know what's going on with my mouse. This is a $100+ mouse. Better continue to work. Let me know what you think about the picture quality. I think this should stay the same throughout the whole day. If it doesn't, I don't have any other camera hooked up. But this has been said to last for 5, 10, 24 hours if it really wanted to. So up 25% on CRCH. That's amazing. If you made money from it, that is absolutely phenomenal. I think it does have a play to it, but it completely jumped up to $10.88. Did fall back down, but currently it's at $11.30, jumping over that mark you would see in the open. These are all open prices. Bro, add an emoji to my last comment. What the hell? Looks clear. Thanks. Watching on here and Twitch. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Good morning, Matthew. TRCH looks like a pump and dump. I'm not necessarily sure that it is a pump and dump. I wouldn't believe that it is. The way that it's forming, it's a slow increase, even though it's looking like more of a rapid increase as you look over the day chart. But as you look here, it's slowly increasing. Could be, you never really know. There's always a slow form of a pump and dump that I have seen previously, but it does look like it is forming a little bit of strength. But I'm not looking at it as a short squeeze from what people are saying. I'm just looking at it as a stock that's increasing rapidly, and you can get gains from it, or you don't. Looks like a good play for shorts and momentum plays. Yes, that's usually how day trading and swing trading works. You find those momentum plays, and then you can make those moves. Stupid question. What's keeping them from tanking AMC back to 10? They tanked GME from 45 like it was nothing. Do they just not have enough power to do so? Quality looks great, by the way. Thank you. So for AMC, it's a lot tougher because there are so many shares out there. So they need a lot of firepower. For GME, it doesn't take that much in order to bring the price down. Just think of this. GME has 70 million shares out there, right? AMC has 500 million shares out there. So for them to tank a stock, they can literally just say, all right, I'm taking 10 million shorts and I'm just going to short this thing to kingdom come, right? They can do that, and it doesn't take as much firepower as it would for AMC. Now, it would take a huge price, right? Because obviously GME is a bigger price, but less shares moves the stock more. So they have done it, but now that it's starting to build up, it's getting tougher and tougher for them to do it. As you can see, they brought the price down to about 200, but they can't bring it down a lot further because of the fact that they don't have enough firepower. The price is too high. They already have a lot of shorts out there. A lot of people are holding GME as well. So yeah, they've done it before while people were getting out of the stock. People were pulling out because of the fact that they couldn't buy anymore. So if they couldn't buy, they were selling. That was the issue there. But yeah, it's not a stupid question. That's a really good question. 422 people in here, guys. Hit that like button if you can. I understand if you can't. Comment. Go over to Twitch and comment over there. Follow me over there. Your CH has a special dividend on the 24th. You have to be by the 22nd to qualify. Your CH at 50%. End of day, the 24th. Yes, that does seem accurate. Whenever you have something that is more of a like buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing, once the news actually breaks and people get their special dividend, then it's going to end up dropping quite a bit. So we'll see how that works, see how it does play out, see if it does seem like a perfect setup for buy the rumor, sell the news. Even to make sure to drop a like on your video. Hope your channel grows. You deserve to have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Today is the last chance to hop on 08 strain to get the dividend. What's going on with AMC? Did you check out the link I sent you on Facebook about United Airlines? No, I didn't. I had a lot of things to work through with my 9 to 5, so I just didn't ever get a chance to check it out. But yeah. Mhm. Um. That's it's probably going to be expensive. It's probably going to be very expensive. Only 20 were built during the aircraft's 24-year operational life. Between 65 and 85 passengers would cut off flight time in half. Commercial airline. It goes 1,304 miles per hour. Flight from New York to London would take 3.5 hours. That's interesting, but it probably would cost a lot in order for you to do that. Unless they really start producing these things. Either way, it's probably going to cost a lot until they make their money back, type of thing. But it does look pretty crazy. I would imagine people would get very sick going that fast, though. What do you think of Clove? I just think of that as potential like trading plays. That's pretty much it. Shorts are attacking, be patient, hold on. Yes. What's going on with AMC? It's just not moving today. Let me go back to here. We could see a reversal here. It did drop down after increasing quite a bit. It's still being, heavily attacked. We know that it's being attacked. This is not people that are selling off at these prices because they're upset with the way that it's moving. We know what they're doing with this position. We see it every day. We see it. So, You need to look at GOED. It's on fire. It's up 6%, up 7%. It did jump up to $4.49. That's something that I look at as a trading play. Nothing more than that. But yeah, I mean, throughout the after hours market, it did increase quite a bit. Like I said, up 7%. Yesterday was up 17%. That's not bad at all. TRCH is a clear pump and dump by hedgies. It could be a clear pump and dump. I know people will get something from it. If you can get something from it, then I'm all for it, all for a trade. But I don't know if it's just a pump and dump by hedgies. I just believe it might be just that, not pump and dump, but more buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing. So you are seeing a massive increase with that, but I can't say that it's a full pump and dump. I wouldn't classify it as that. You have different classifications for different things. When would the shorts get margin call for AMC? It seems like the stock is stable at 50. So what I'm understanding, and I haven't looked into the new filing that's supposed to go through and take into effect Wednesday, I believe. I believe you'll have some margin calls that happen then. But even if, you're probably not going to get all margin calls that happen within that time period. Yeah, I haven't really gone through the whole thing. I wanted to read through it, but I just don't have the freaking time. All right, let's see. I heard a rumor about Robinhood going belly up. I can't remember which news station it was now. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, I don't know about Robinhood going belly up. Basically, they've been gaining users, so I don't know about that. That might have just been like if this happens, Robinhood could go like bankrupt or something type of thing. Not really it was more of a hypothetical than anything. I need somewhere to get options plays also, and learn about them. I'm still puzzled as hell. Yeah, I'm not that person that knows about options. I will venture into options throughout the life of my channel. So if you want to take that journey with me, you can definitely do that. But I could tell you, if you wanted to find someone that's really experienced with options, I know that Matt Kors is really experienced with options. There's other people that are really experienced with options. If you just type in options on YouTube, you could probably find some people that talk about options all the time and can give you some plays there. But I haven't seen many channels like that. Maybe I'm wrong just because I haven't seen them, but I haven't seen many channels like that. Any chance the news of London-based hedge fund that shorted GME going under due to losses? There's a minor catalyst to GME today. I don't think just because you see them going under, if it doesn't affect the stock buying and selling, it's not going to be something that you'll see as a major or minor catalyst. It could be a coincidence. I mean, it's all based on whatever the current hedge funds that are shorting majority of those shorts are going to do. That's really it. And then the people that are buying, that's really it. So I don't see it as something that will create a small catalyst. I don't want to sit here and sugarcoat a lot of things and say that everything is butterflies and rainbows and sunshine and unicorns, but it's not. So we need to look at it for what it is. And if the hedge funds that are currently in operation continue to short this position, it can get worse for them, the people that are holding the most short positions. You really think AMC will hit 100 by Friday? It's so tough to say. We could see it reverse. Do I think it's going to get to 100 by Friday? The way that it's moving, I need to see the rest of today. But do I think it's going to get to 100? It's iffy. it can definitely, I can see it definitely getting back to where it was, above 70. But then if it does get to 100 before Friday, you would see it fall back down, because I feel like that's a number to where a lot of people want to get to and set their price targets for, and it's understandable. Morning, Matt. This may be a stupid question, but how do the other country markets affect our market? For example, when I look up uh, age 9 in European market, how does that affect AMC here in the States? I don't know that question. I don't know how they really are affected. I don't think they are affected too much. You look up age 9 in the European market, how does that affect AMC here in the States? I don't think that's a stupid question. I think that's a good question that I really don't know the answer to. I don't think the European markets really, or markets from other countries, affect um, the markets in the States as much. But that's a good question. I've never really looked into that. Remember, most of my experiences with trading, in intraday trading, swing trading, not in investing. Yes, I do have long-term investments. It's not in investing. It's not, in forex trading. It's not in options. Like, I don't really have those experiences there. I'm starting to dabble into some of those areas, but just know that it's very tough to. I'll tell you, it's tough to answer some of these questions. I can look up some of them, but I don't know how it affects our markets. Why do people hate on quick money? And what if it uh, was even pump and dump? It's money to be made if played right. Yes, 100%. 100%. You should always, if you find a position that you can get in and get out. I've had times where I made, $200, $300 in the matter of 30 seconds. Less than that, probably 20 seconds. And to be able to do that is obviously a good thing. People hate on the fact that you can make quick money, and it's not. You shouldn't hate on that. You should find a way to do that for yourself. Is it Ariel or Ariel? Ariel? Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. I still have a lot to learn with options, but they're easy to make money if you don't have a lot of cash. Just don't be greedy. Yes, in any case, don't be greedy. There are a lot of day trading and swing trading things that you want to look into, and if you're not greedy, if you're very disciplined, you can make a lot of money. Limiting your losses is also a way of success in day trading and swing trading. Age not ticker for AMC share markets. That's good to know. Didn't know that. The only one now is jealousy. Yes, I agree with you. When you see somebody make $1,000, $2,000, and then they can put that money into a place that the other person believes in, that's also a good thing. I've been watching. Let's see. Are you in TRC? Or you mean TRCH? Am I in it? No, I'm not in it. I was thinking about making a play yesterday, but I ended up buying more into Doge, buying more GME, and buying more and more Doge. So that's where the extent of the $5,000 or $4,000 that I had left in cash. I've been watching for about 2 weeks now, and I don't think you're talking about after AMC channel will be done, because you have no idea how to find new plays. Wow. So I don't know if you see, I don't know if you've seen my account, but I've made money on a ton of different plays. So I'm sorry, but thank you for being a member to say weird things. But if anybody comes through saying that I have no idea to find new plays and I have a ton of different positive plays here in my account is ridiculous. I mean, if I can look at some of these positive plays and we're continuing to look at the plays that are playing out in my current um, uh, P&L, come on. So sorry. But thank you for being a member, though, to say that. Not trying to stump you. Just confused because the viewers are buying AMC and the ticker H, and I imagine it's the same stock. I have some research to do. It was the same message, so I erased one. Yeah, you're cool. You're cool. Will Zom ever go back to $2? Yeah, I believe Zom will go back to $2. It's one of those stocks that moves after AMC pushes. So AMC or GME, after you see a large push in a lot of these stocks, you're going to see them start to create a wave. So you have that wave. You become a member and still hate. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty funny. But yeah, it creates a wave. So you have that large wave of AMC, and you're going to see a lot of waves follow that. And I think you're going to see ZOM be one of those. I understand that there are a lot of shares outstanding with ZOM, and that makes it more difficult for it to get to higher and higher prices, reasonably get to higher and higher prices when you look at fundamentals. But I believe that it will get back to $2. That's why I'm still holding 7,000 shares. All right, so we have 545 people in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It does help out the channel a lot. What do you think about BB? I don't think BB is a great company fundamentally. There's a lot of companies that aren't great fundamentally. I skipped you. What? How did I, how did I skip you? Give me a second. They're just trying to beat AMC down as much as they can before tomorrow. I think all out of war today. Yeah, I don't think that will take too much of an effect. From what I've been gathering from that, I don't think we're going to have too many margin calls that happen at one time. Like it's not going to be something to where you see every single hedge fund get margin called, and they're probably trying to do as much as they can to not um, look like they've been doing the most illegal things possible. So yeah, where was that? Yeah, BB. As I was looking into BlackBerry, I don't think it's good fundamentally because I don't think BlackBerry really makes any type of changes when it comes to uh, news and innovation and new products. It's just not something that they typically do. Now, if they make changes and they have something up their sleeve, then yes. But I don't really see that with BlackBerry. Now, when it comes to the growth with AMC, GME, and all of those different heavily shorted positions, yes, you're going to see that move. While AMC and GME end up increasing, you're going to see a lot of these heavily shorted positions move with it, whether it's going to be at the same rate that they moved in previously, or it's going to be at a higher rate, which you have seen BlackBerry, I believe, break those rates. So I've donated so much to this channel. I appreciate you doing that. I mean, you don't have to. You could become a member. I think you are a member, or can you not become a member? I don't remember. So yeah, BlackBerry as a whole, long term, I don't think they're crazy valued at where they are and where they're planning on going in the next couple of months, especially with the squeeze that's going to happen, or it could be 4 months or a year, depending how long they want to play this thing out or run this thing out for. But BlackBerry fundamentally, I don't think is valued at where it is. What do we need to do in order to be popular like in GME? We just need to wait it out. Right now, it's being heavily shorted every day, but since there's so many shares outstanding, it's a mere like 7 or 8%. It's not as much as you would see with GME or AMC at like 20 or 30%, or even with where Clove was 35%. But you're not going to see that movement in ZOM like that. You kind of just have to wait it out, wait for all the hype to, not just the hype to die down, but the squeeze to happen with AMC. Then you'll see a lot of people start to move towards other positions that are maybe heavily shorted, maybe a lesser stock price, something that moved right after AMC or GME moved the first time. So they're going to start to move into different positions in the stock market, also into crypto. So it's going to be something that you definitely seen as a trickle effect previously. So you really can't do much right now. The only thing you can do is buy and hold the position. That's pretty much it. But it's not financial advice. It's merely just my opinion. I have 1,200 shares in AMC. And I want to buy 5,000 shares of TRCH and then sell at 15 and put it in AMC. What do you think? It might be tough for you to plan that out. Understand that TRCH might be something that will sell off after that special dividend ends up happening. So if you make some money from it, you can plan to put it into AMC or GME, or I guess AMC. But it's definitely on you. I don't want to sit here and tell anybody to invest into certain areas. I think it could be a good idea to make money in one area and fund another investment. That's always a great idea. But it ends up being extremely tough to look at when you go into a position that might end up selling off either it's going to be at that date. It's going to sell off at that date or a little bit after, depending how people see it. Is your Discord still popping? How much is it? It's $5 to join the Discord group. Yeah, they're still over there, chatting it up. We have a bunch of different discussions. If I ever have an instance to where I'm going to sell something important, I will let people know. I have been, since vacation, I haven't been as communicative in a lot of other areas, but I plan on getting back on it. That's why, yesterday I posted on my Matt Reacts channel. I'm going to post more on my MP Shorts channel as well, doing those live streams on there. And then also posting on my Patreon. I have another portion of Chapter 7 to post on how to day trade for a living book. So yeah, there's a lot of different things that are happening, a lot of moving parts. And yeah, people are still chatting it up over there. I was just talking about Dogecoin last night and how I bought 5K more shares since my latest video, and now I'm at 21K. Before I actually uploaded or before I went live, I talked about that. You will get into options. You're right. I probably will get a little bit more into options. Patience equals profits. Have only been trading for a year and learning so much. Thanks, Matt, for being a big part of that. Yeah, no problem. again, I like to teach what I know, and the thing that I know that I'm good at, and it may not be, um, you know, bringing everything to the table, all indicators, all of this stuff, to the table. It's more or less just focusing on what I feel comfortable using in my strategy. You can understand all of these different, strategies that are out there, just like we go through in the How to Day Trade for a Living book. But what you end up doing is you start to you grab one strategy, you hold on to that strategy, and you use that as long as it is working for you. If it's not working for you, then you go back to the drawing board, find a different strategy that does work for you, find a different scanner to help you find a lot of positions, and then you can go from there. So do you see it getting to 15 today? TRCH, is that what you're talking about? TRCH right now had a high in the after hours market, I guess, of $11.71. We are starting to see that continue to grow. Are we going to see it get to 15? With, I guess, today being the last day to get your name in the hat for that special dividend, I do see it growing at a large rate. I just don't know how much. Let me go into Market Watch to see. Associate stock. Let's see how many. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't take a lot to move this. It doesn't take a lot because the shares outstanding, I mean, you do have 158 million, but it doesn't take a lot to move it because you only have 158 million. So yeah, I mean, as long as you do see a lot of buying power that's going into it and you do see it already up 11.69%, yeah, I can definitely say that we will see people buy this up and hold this position because of the fact that you do get that dividend. So do I see it getting to 15? It's very far away from where that is. That would mean that you would need another, you would need a 50% day in order for it to get to 15. I'm thinking you might see like a 30% day if you are going to see something, and you'll probably get to like $13. But if it does get to 15, that would be phenomenal. My first time catching the stream. You seem like a cool guy. You're very personable and don't sound cocky. Cheers, brother. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I try to be as relatable and realistic when it comes to a lot of these situations, especially the AMC and GME, the squeeze. A lot of people will blow this out of proportion and say it's going to squeeze today. I more likely will give maybe a quick prediction in title saying, oh, will it get to 100? It's not even a prediction. It's more of a question. Will it get to 100 type of thing? And I just like to be, realistic and, like you said, personable. Would you grow an account from $1,000 in a normal market conditions if the squeezes weren't going on right now? Any trading strategies you recommend for me to learn? Yeah, I mean, first, if you're looking into certain types of stocks, so a lot of times if you're looking into like a small cap stocks, it depends what your trading preference actually is. So you have to find the best strategy for you. For me, what works best is if I find these small cap stocks, find certain strategies, whether it's an ABCD pattern, whether I'm looking for clear, launching points like a W formation, or I'm actually looking into a clear bull flag setup, which you do see multiple times in, small cap stocks. So mainly what I'm looking for is for a lot of positions that are going to move about $5, maybe $10 in a day. If you see that average movement, I can get that information off of Yahoo Finance. You basically get stocks that are going to move from maybe $5 to $10 in a day. And if it does move that, you have the room to basically gain $1 or $2 a day. Now, when it does move $1 or $2 a day, all you have to do is buy 100 shares and you can gain $100 to $200 every single day. That's typically what I pull for, and I'm always looking to gain about $30,000 a year from that, about $100 every single day, a little over $30,000 a year, I guess. But still, that's my strategy, is to look into different positions and find that during the pre-market hours, to where I will find something that did gap up, something that will move quite a bit, that gives me that opportunity to grow really, really fast. Now, it could be a point to where you're chasing the position, or it could be a point to where you're actually getting in at that initial launching point for a bull flag setup. Now, I just recorded a video on bull flag momentum strategies, and that's going to go on the Patreon, the $20 level Patreon, $20 level Patreon. So the highest level, I believe it's the expert profit hands level. And we go through the how to day trade for a living book. And that's really what we cover there, is to show you a clear bull flag setup. Hey man, I've been watching your content for the past month, and I have a question. It's not about stocks, but my girlfriend asked me to do a threesome with her and her friends. Uh, my answer is, am I doing something wrong? Uh, oh, I don't know. I don't know what to say there. I mean, are you doing something wrong? I don't think you're doing something wrong. Um, it's always great to spice up the relationship, but I don't know. I can't answer that. But like I said, I don't think you're doing something wrong. I think yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Sorry that I can't answer that question. That's more of a like a, I guess, personal question for you, but still. Uh, See, AMC is starting to come back. It's up. It's now only down 1.13%. Um, the TRCH is super risky. The moment that large sum of money, that then buddy, pretty chill coming after. I just read that. Bet I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the merger and the shares will cause an automatic share recall and force the shorts to be covered, from what I read about TRCH. But again, I'm not an advisor. It's always great to have some sort of information either way. Nobody's really an advisor unless you're actually an advisor. But it's always great to have something in the back of your mind if you're looking to get into a position. I got into options at the beginning of the month, and I'm paying $2. You're paying $200 a month for Discord to live trade with him, and so far I'm up $1,100. Definitely with it. Yeah, but if you continue to do that, you're gonna be like down $200 per. That's an expensive Discord. $200 a month. Like I know some really experienced traders that don't offer that, that don't ask for that much. That's a lot. Try to snipe or day trade unless your funds are settled. Um, Trap. I don't know what you're getting at there by saying that. If it's a trap, or you're saying like a certain position is a trap, but I trade with unsettled funds all the time, just because I have a margin account. As long as you sell that position, you should be good. He just needs to buy more AMC. Ridiculous. AMC, sure. Yeah, I would agree with you. That's crazy though. $200 on cash, you get stuck. Yes, you're right. You're right. Because then you get labeled as a pattern day trader and all this other stuff. It depends what brokerage account you're using as well. You know, because Fidelity will look at it differently than Webull will look at it. So I'm there with you. I understand. I understand. All right, so we have what, like 3 hours, 4 hours, something like that. I'm a little concerned. I tried to sell a few shares to buy a small position in Torch for the day on TD Ameritrade. It never went through. Hope we don't see this issue again before, like before. Um, you're saying like restricting buying. I don't know if we'll see that issue. It might just be something where your small position just didn't go through because you're putting it in uh, small position for the day. So yeah, it might be something where it just didn't get filled in the pre-market. I mean, that's a possibility if that's what you're going for. But yeah, I don't know if we'll see that yet. It's just not high enough of volume everywhere to say that that we would see that restricted trading at all. But I really hope we don't see that. As we start to get to the peak points, it looks like AMC is starting to really increase here. It's now only down 0.77%. So we're seeing that little bit of a reversal, which is a good thing. But yeah, I don't think we're seeing any like restricted trading yet. What platform do you guys recommend for cryptocurrency, specifically Doge? Thank you in advance. I wish you continue success, my brother. Um, yeah, thank you for saying that, by the way. I wish you continued success as well. Um, my platform for Doge, I would love to be able to buy all of it in Coinbase. I think Coinbase or Coinbase Pro is amazing to have it in there. And then you could transfer it to a wallet, let it sit there. You can do whatever you need with it. But when it comes to Webull, right now, that's where I have most of my positions. I have 21,000 coins, 21,000 Dogecoin. But I don't technically own it until they allow me to transfer it to a wallet. I don't technically own it. So I think it's a good platform to buy if you already have it into a brokerage account. The only reason that I didn't buy on Coinbase is because I would have had to buy with physical cash, which most of my free cash is in, Webull, in my day trading or swing trading account. So I was like, all right, well, you know what? I'll just buy it over here. If it doesn't increase, then I'll let it go, wait for it to decrease as it does get to, let's say it gets to 70 cents or 80 cents or a dollar or whatever, depending on where I see that resistance point. If there is going to be a resistance point, then I will sell that, make sure I take that money and put it into Coinbase so I can put it back into Doge. But it all depends how much I see from it. But yeah, I would say Coinbase is definitely my go-to as of now. Looks like people are starting to hear about White Square Capital closing doors over GME. Might have to forget to check off the box for extended hours. Well, you can check off that box, but you still have to apply for extended hours trading, I believe. Uh, good morning, Ghost Soldier. Jeff Hood, I've seen people talk about all over week. Hopefully, this is just the start of a chain reaction. That would be amazing if it is. And you at people. I think you can do it on the computer. You can't do it on your phone. It's so tough to do it on the phone, but you could do it on the computer. It brings up their name, and then you actually at people. Uh, I'm ready for my new house. ZL1 Camaro. I use Voyager for cryptos. How do you like it? Do you like it really well? I haven't ever used it. I try to use different platforms, but um, haven't been using many crypto platforms. Good morning, Matt and family. Good morning, Brian Fuller. Smash the like button, please. Yes, we have 740 people in here, guys. Hit the like button if you can. It does help out. Always love to get to about half of what the concurrent viewers are. If you can get me above that, that's amazing. Then we're working on a different level. Okay, I see. I was wondering why I couldn't add him. Yeah, I think it's better on a computer because once I type in like at, or once I type in at and then start typing a name, it comes up with something here. Yeah, it starts coming up with a name. Labs. Uh, I use Uphold. Yeah, see, I haven't used a ton of platforms. I know that there are a ton of platforms out there, but I haven't used them. Thank you, brother. No problem. Problem. Yeah, that's what I was doing. It doesn't work on the mobile apparently. Yeah, it doesn't work like that on the mobile. You can't just select a name. I don't know why. I'm a little confused because a lot of times I'll watch like millennial money, or I'll go on different streams and like try and talk to people, and they don't ever, like, I can't ever get somebody's attention. And I understand that, you know, uh, just my comment will obviously, because I have a check mark there, will get a little attention, but not as much as you talking to somebody because somebody said, "Hey, how are you doing?" and you wanted to say, "Hi, I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?" Asking them a question back. Did you hear about the SEC latest news um, on AMC? Um, when it comes to the 002, is that what you're asking? Started on Coinbase. Fees are high, so I went to Coinbase Pro. Not really sure why they're so different. Yeah, I mean, it's probably just to use a better platform for something that's more simplistic. Um, they probably they seem to charge more, I guess, which doesn't make sense. You would think they would charge more for something of a pro version, but I guess if you're upgrading to a version that's not um, as like gamified, I guess, then it's different. Last day they can short as much on us. I feel like they're gonna find a way around it. $200 sounds like a lot, but I've already 10x my money, and month isn't over yet. I'm learning to make money with calls and puts regardless. Shares market, in my opinion, worth it for now. Well, that's good. If you're getting a lot out of it, then it could definitely be worth it. But I'm just saying, like, as you start to get to a point to where you're comfortable, that starts to really eat away at you for something. I've just never heard of someone charging $200 per month for information like that. I've heard of $200 basically for a whole like course if you wanted to, but that's pretty much it. I've just never heard of someone uh, basically charging $200 per month. One time fee of $200 or like $20 per month or even up to $50 per month. I've seen that, but $200 is a lot. I understand you're gaining a lot of knowledge from uh, you know that person and maybe the group as well. Uh, let's see. Can't export on Uphold, or I haven't figured it out yet. Or you already said it, but which company went bankrupt from according to article by. Let's see. All right. So White Square Capital has told investors that it will shut down its main fund and return capital this month after a review of its business model. The newspaper said, citing people familiar with the fund and letter to investors, White Square suffered double-digit percentage losses in January. There we go. A London-based hedge fund that suffered losses betting against U.S. retailer GameStop Corp. During the first meme stock rally in January is shutting down. The Financial Times reported it on Tuesday. Here we go. Here's an article on it. So it's, if I can just, you guys want to just read it, that's fine. Here. I'll just put it in the chat. You guys want to read it, it's very, you can probably find it yourself. Devin, thank you for becoming a member. Some YouTubers are freaking out about it, saying today will go red because it's the last day they can short as much. I feel like they're gonna find a way. Yeah, you can say that everything seems to be falling in place, and this could be the last day that they can short as much as they can, and you're gonna see it, skyrocket. And a lot of people are like, oh well, this is gonna go. Well, you never really know. I always like to be, at that central point. We understand that in the form of, being very realistic. You can understand that hedge funds and people with money, for some reason, always find a way either to be bailed out or, make a different move that they can, end up making money with. So we'll see. We'll see. Morning, Matt. Good morning, Diamond. Did you get a chance to do some DD on meta material? No. No, I did not. That's not one of my plays. It's trading in the OTC markets. Yeah, that wouldn't be one of my plays anyways. If it's trading in the OTC markets, I couldn't make a move, and we will anyways. Prediction for the remainder of the week. Well, depending what we see happen on Wednesday, I'm looking for some positive moves today. I'm looking for a complete reversal here after seeing all of this consolidation here. I'm looking for a complete reversal here. So if we do see that reversal throughout the rest of the morning, then we could see an increase today, a slight increase today. And if Wednesday goes as as we hope that it will go, seeing that increase quite a bit, seeing some margin calls there. You never really know when that can happen on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, the next week after that. I think we can see it get up to that 70, 80, $80 mark. I would hope that we can get up to 100, but you never really know. It's not 100% predictable. So you can give a prediction, but does that really even matter? There's a lot of different predictions out there that just don't go the way that people hope that they would go. TRCH is already up 12%, more in the pre-market. Yes, I've seen that. It's up 11.6%. Telling you, TRCH is going to make people a lot of money. Yeah, it's good. If you can... I'm jacked. You've been watching The Big Short, have you? Yeah, you have to be in by today for the dividend. I'm taking all profits on Friday and putting it in AMC. Same here. Same. Why is everyone C35 ahead? Why is everyone tab? My Twitter. Do you recommend the movie Margin Call? I haven't actually seen it. Yeah, I love The Big Short movie. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie. Holding 234 shares. 234 shares of AMC. I only use a mobile version of Webull and TD. Whenever the squeeze happens, do you think I will have a problem selling? Should I use a computer? So I don't know if you will have a problem selling. If you can do it fast enough, I don't think you have a problem selling. What is going on up there? Yeah, I don't think you have a problem selling then, but where was I at? It's gonna be tricky. It depends where the peak is, and we see a lot of volume. You might see something where people have a problem even accessing, the platform. Just like people were having problems accessing the platform on Coinbase when, a lot of cryptocurrency was going off, and so was Dogecoin, even though Dogecoin wasn't traded on there. So I think you might have an issue depending. No matter if it's Webull, TD Ameritrade, Fidelity, whatever it is, if you're going to see a ton of activity go through, one stock trading, buying and selling, covering their shorts, everything that's happening there, it's going to be very, very tough for them to manage the order flows. And I think it might be an issue, but that's why I am I'm a person who believes in finding profit targets in lower portions, not something that's at the peak, because we, one, don't know where the peak actually is, and two, it's going to be something where that peak ends up being something that might have restricted trading, and I don't want to have a lot of people end up losing out on tons of money by doing that. Literally watched Margin Call last night. Made so much sense to what is going on right now. Do you think Bitcoin will hit 25 or 28K? Um, when might it be the right time to buy? Huge fan of your analysis. So for Bitcoin, as you know, as other predictions are coming through, people are saying that this could get to the 20K. You know, it could drop down to 20K. It did drop down to, I believe, a low of 28, I want to say, or 29 recently. And dropping down to that low, people were surprised that it did drop that low first. But I'm not seeing it get down to sub 20. I'm not seeing it get down to sub 20K. It definitely can get down to 28, 25K. We can see a lot of other things move south as well. But it just all depends how long this bear market happens, because it's not just like Bitcoin, it's not just Dogecoin, which a lot of people like to apply it there. They'll always say, hey, you know, Dogecoin is decreasing, it's dead. Look at it, it's at 18 cents. Like, that's what they're going to say. I'm like, look at everything else. It's not just Dogecoin, it's crypto in general. You're seeing this crash happen, you know, before your eyes, right? You're seeing everything fall back down, and then you're going to see a restructure, a correction. You get back into the position as, you know, you see AMC squeezes. So it really all depends, you know, where you will see that low point at. If AMC starts to squeeze these next couple of weeks, you might not see it even get past 30. You never really know when that could happen. So after you see a large increase, people are going to sell some of those positions and put money into other areas. So you never really know if it will get to 25. If it continues on this route, yeah, it can easily get to in between 28 and 25. But it just all depends how the stock market goes, because it's kind of tied together, whether you believe it or not. It's tied together, and you'll see if people are making money in the stock market, they will make that money. If it's a point to where they're actually selling that position, they will put that money into other areas like crypto and like other stocks that are out there as well. So, do I think it will get to 25 or 28K? In my opinion, yes, I do believe it will get down to those levels. Do I think that it will break 25K? That's still a tough one for me. It's so low. It's still a tough one. I just can't see it, you know, falling to that extent. Uh, when this uh, when this squeezes, you will see violent ups and downs. If it's similar to GME, my thought. You will, yes. That's what I'm looking for. Is after the squeeze, once you get to a point to where it does settle at a certain price, you're going to see violent ups and downs. People thinking that we're going to see a second, third, fourth squeeze, when in reality we probably won't see a second, third, or fourth squeeze unless it was played perfectly to where, you know, we sold positions, and then you have a number of people that are looking to get back in, and they continue to short at the top. Because if they covered a lot of their shares thinking they were going to go bankrupt, right, but they didn't actually go bankrupt, they just covered their shorts and said that they give up, then eventually they see it get to the top and they start shorting it again up at those points, knowing that it is going to come back down, and we start this thing all over again. That might be a situation that could happen. But because, you know, hedge funds are stubborn and they want to make money, they trade with emotion sometimes, and that's just not good situation. They basically say, "Oh, well, we have the money, we have the power, so I'm going to trade with emotion," and they short it up at the peak point just to make some money on the way down. And we understand that that could be possible, that they do that and make a lot of money on the way down, but most likely they're not going to just give up. They're going to be forced to give up by a form of bankruptcy or whatever. Uh, 35 days after the transaction date or the settle date. They have 35 days to cover the shorts they sold the next few days, I suppose. I would see a stable coin dramatically increase because there's so much of a sell off, but it really didn't. I'm still confused. Uh, I am confused. Yeah, you're going to see this continue. Some people are getting scared here and selling off their position that they bought at 60 cents or 70 cents or whatever. They've been holding on to it for a long time and they actually sell their position. Some people just buy at the top and sell at the bottom. That's just how it goes. But then you're also going to see, um, you know, massive holders end up selling some of this position. That's why you're going to see it continue to go down while people are buying. Yeah, there are people who are buying. You're going to see the price move in Dogecoin or Bitcoin or whatever. You're going to see this increase from these levels. Here, it dropped down to 16 cents, increased all the way to 21, knowing that people are buying it. I'm part of that. I'm part of that is buying a crazy amount, and then seeing it drop is just more people that are probably comfortable with what they gained at 16 cents day trading this, and we've seen it time and time again. We understand it. But eventually it's going to get to a point to where it's really stable. Now you're seeing this increase get to about 19 cents. And let's see if we can get to 20 cents or 21, 22, 30 cents, get back to where it once was. That's what we're hoping for. Pretty sure when GME or AMC squeezes, it's going to cause a chain reaction or all these heavily shorted positions across the market. Got my tinfoil hat out. Yeah, I see the same thing. Hopefully they get hit with some margin calls. I think you're going to see some, but it's not going to be all right now. Fortunately, the market has always been tilted in favor of the hedge funds and big money. That's what this whole movement is about. It needs to be equal playing field. Yeah, it does, but I still don't think it's going to be to that extent. I think they're always going to find a way, always going to have, people in power in their back pocket because they have money. Money is power. And they say that, money doesn't, buy you everything, but unfortunately, money can buy you more money. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing for us, but it's also a bad thing for us because the more money that they have, the more money that they're looking to make with that money. Does that make sense? Reverse for terms. So counterparty. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm so confused. Stump me on that one. Where did I go today? I'm working and I don't have to watch the market. GameStop right now. Let's see where they're actually at. They're actually positive on the day after decreasing 6%, getting down to about that. Let's say the $220 mark after getting to about 230 there, but now going to about $200. I bought 5 more shares at 200 $200 or so, and I'm looking for that to increase back up, and now I'm holding 15 shares at 231. So I lowered my cost basis a little bit and looking for that to increase quite a bit, and hopefully can gain something out of that, something big out of that. Down days don't even bother me anymore. I look at the bigger picture, and they're just 500 drop. That's $4. They must be flipping the tables by now. Yeah, I would agree with you. I would agree with you. At such a basic level of looking at this, no matter how much you look into all of the underlying detail there, whether you're looking at different rules that may be in place, whether you're looking at all types of things that could happen here, at a very basic level, you can see, anybody can see that this is being heavily manipulated, and it's just not right. It's not. Okay, I have a few questions. All right. Be a fly on the wall at Citadel. Yeah, that would be amazing. But Wiz Nation, thank you for becoming a member. So we have 500, or we have 853 people in here. Guys, hit the like button if you can. It does help out the channel a lot. We have like 3 hours till the markets, a little under 3 hours until the markets open, and hopefully it's good. How do I make my screen black like yours? If you go to the bottom here, the bottom left, there's a thing that pops out as settings. You click that. And then you go over to general. It's going to pop up here, and you'll be able to select the theme. So you can select this theme, or this theme. And I selected black. You can also change the up and down arrows. So whether it's green or red or whatever, you can do that. That's an easy way to do that. Also, quick thing before, yes, anything else, is to go into hotkeys and set up some hotkeys. Always set up some trading hotkeys. You can set up hotkeys for maybe your favorite layout, whatever it actually is. Drawing a line. I'll do Control D to replace it. Control D will be H. That'll be good. So yeah, set up your hotkeys. You can also set up hotkeys for night mode. You can also set up hotkeys for trading, which for some reason I can't figure out right now. There we go. Activate trading settings. So you can go over here and you can set up hotkeys for trading, which I'll set up Control B for buying 100 shares, or Control A for selling all my shares, or Control S for selling just 100 shares. So I think I do have that. Selling market. I don't have that. Control S. Maybe not. I'll figure that out. We have to figure out a better thing there. But yeah, that's how you do it. Got it. Thanks. No problem. No problem. Yeah, hotkeys are amazing for if you're going to trade. Hotkeys are absolutely phenomenal because they allow you to quickly buy and sell. Obviously, I have an insufficient buying power because I bought so much Doge. But yeah, we're seeing GME make a little bit of an increase. Wow, wait, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. What in the world? It just jumped to 5%. Look at that. Look at that. That is a solid green candlestick right there. From 200 to 214 in a matter of a minute. Anybody else say that? 217. That is crazy. From 200 to 217, it's now up 8%. Are we seeing the same thing with AMC? What's going on with AMC? Not financial advice. After the squeeze, would you rather put 100K into Doge or BTC? Depends where Doge actually is. If Doge gets to a point to where it's getting to higher and higher levels, if it breaks that $1 mark, then no, I would probably put it into BTC. But I actually would do neither, and I would probably put 100K into Ethereum. Depending where Ethereum actually is, but I would put it into Ethereum. I would also put maybe a large portion into ADA, but I see some potential in a lot of other positions that could grow at an exponential rate, maybe double, triple, quadruple, quintuple, whatever it actually is. Now, oops, AMC and GME. So it looks like AMC is increasing. GME had a large jump here from 200 to 218. Looks phenomenal. Is that just a function of someone wanting to buy 100 shares at market value? What? Good choice. Thanks. I appreciate the validation. We're seeing AMC start to make a little bit of a move after dropping a little bit more. So it's going up to $54.53. We're not really seeing it make those crazy positive moves. We might see GME make some great moves today. After seeing that large increase in one candlestick, the amount of shares that must have went through, only 5,000 shares that went through. Typically, you're seeing 100 or something. So I guess that is a high amount of shares. 800 and 846. You're seeing this jump even more. 223. Look at GME. Offering complete? I'm not sure. GME completed its market offering. There you go. Seeing this jump a crazy amount. Let me add the RSI to here. Why it doesn't automatically pop up on some of these. But it's 224 right now. Hotkeys are crucial for options trading. Are they? They're crucial for options trading? I mean, they're probably more crucial for day trading. It's cold down here. Sorry. Very cold. They raised a little over $1 billion. That is amazing. That is phenomenal. Let's see. 22nd, 2021. Now you're starting to see it come back a little bit from 224 down to 218, but either way, up 9%. It looks pretty good. AMC is just following a little bit with that action. You're seeing it now only being down 1%. We are seeing a lot of things still red at the moment. Remember that this is still grounds for a reversal. You can definitely see that. But yeah. How fast desks are clearing out at Citadel. I wonder that as well. I wonder that as well. IKE3353, thank you for becoming a member. Check White Square Capital shutting down article on. I did see, White Square Capital shutting down. It's a different article. Is it something that it gives me more context than other articles would give me? Yeah, what's going on with GME? Apparently they completed their offering. So you're seeing this jump up from 200 to 224 in a matter of like 1 minute. You've seen it jump from 200 to 217, and then you've seen it a couple minutes after that really increase to 224. Now you're starting to see that pull back a little bit there. AMC is starting to really increase here. You can see that upward momentum that is created. I don't know what's going on with my mouse. That upward momentum that is created, we want to see it break past this point of 5540. Hopefully it doesn't resist somewhere up there. 5540. Let's look at it on the chart here. We really don't have a lot of asks going through. I don't know how to say that name, but thank you for becoming a member. I want your shirt. I was talking about it earlier. It's great news. Is it bad? Every time I see a green candle, I fantasize quitting my job. I would not work, but I just do something I actually want to do without worry about how much getting paid. Yeah, I was talking about it earlier. Oh, awesome! I figured that is what is happening lately. Plus, more short positions. Everybody keeps typing shirt, and it's short. It's literally so many people that's typing shirt, but it's such a small. It's a small typo, but it's just funny that everybody's doing it. Do you think AMC today or tomorrow or Thursday? Apparently, it's supposed to be taking action as soon as possible. Approved for, I forget what language they used. I have it up here. I didn't read the whole thing, but I was trying to get context of it. Oh yeah, approved on an accelerated basis. So obviously they're looking at that to approve really fast. From what I hear, was it Wednesday or Thursday? Is that what I heard? But you're probably not going to see um like a crazy amount of margin calls. I think it will create some sort of a benefit on Wednesday whenever this actually takes effect. Yeah, I think you will see an impact, a slight impact. It won't be a crazy impact. You're not going to see it squeeze based off of that. I mean, anything's possible, but I would say that you're not going to see a squeeze off of that. But I think it's a good thing, right? It's really good for us. It's auto type. I'm delighted to join this community. Thank you for being a part of it. Dude, I'm so ready to quit my job. There's so many people that are ready to quit their job. I can't do it. I mean, the only reason I would do it is just to have more time on YouTube, but I need more confirmation that everything is really taking off, and staying steady and all that stuff, because obviously a 9 to 5 is more steady than anything else that you can have. Everyone's locked out there. Their eyes and Okies. Seems that way. O2 started first thing. Starts first thing Wednesday. I knew it was Wednesday or Thursday. So Wednesday. However, it won't do much right out of the gate, because hedge funds know this. They've been prepping. Of course, they've been. I've said for many days, many weeks, many months, is that the hedge funds are not dumb, even though the way that they're playing this out is completely stupid. They're not entirely dumb. I would say they're going to look at every situation and see how they can remain positive and make money in the end from this, because as you know, you're not going to lose money until everything's realized. If everything's unrealized, you haven't lost a cent yet. Did you see the article saying Doge will drop to 5 cents? I have heard about it. They're saying that Doge will drop to 5 cents. It did. That's not what just decreased the price. Some people were saying that people are getting scared that they said it's going to get to 5 cents and that it decreased the price. No, it's mainly because you're just seeing crypto on a downturn. What do they call it? Crypto winter. You're going to see this fall. It's understandable. We're going to see it fall. I'm ready to get back in. And if it gets to 5 cents, I'm buying up a hell of a lot of Dogecoin. I mean, a crazy amount. We know how much this can move with popularity, with the amount of push that can be behind it, and there is. I literally just seen something, or my wife just seen something yesterday, which she thought was funny. Somebody's license plate. Actually, I'll tweet it out now. So doesn't matter. Nothing's gonna happen if I tweet out someone's license plate, right? Let's see. How do I work this damn device? These kids nowadays and their GIFs and their GIFs. Oh, I didn't save it. But yeah, I'm all for Dogecoin. What's your 9 to 5? I'm a financial analyst, a senior financial analyst for a hospital. Let me save it. All right, now I'm gonna go back to here. So I wish I could grab one of those 500K jobs that they have in more than minimum wage. 78K in college debt for a degree I can't even use. Yeah, that always sucks. Sorry that you have to deal with that. I have $70,000 in college debt. Luckily, I can use my degree. I've used it well. I've learned a lot as well. Oh no, I don't want to update it. I'll do that later. Of course, an Audi would have this. Save this. There we go. There we are. Sorry, let me tweet this out. Doge is now available on Wealthsimple and Newton in Canada as of this week. You need to have a crypto Black Friday event before I would start buying. But I have been through 2013 and 2017. Hopefully you bought Bitcoin, that early, because if you bought Bitcoin and seen it get up to those levels that it was at, I mean, if I was anybody, if anybody that's holding a lot of Bitcoin, I would have definitely sold. to put it into something else. Because I understand it can get to other levels, but as it starts to get to, these levels of 60, was it 64 or 67? I can't remember how much it got to, 64K. That's a crazy amount. If you had a ton of Bitcoin, then you made a lot of money from it, and you could have put it into something completely different. You could have put a large portion into Dogecoin, put a large portion into ADA, actually split it up so that you have a decent amount of growth instead of just growing at a rate of doubling what you had at that moment, which would be very difficult. Getting up to 120K, you can now double what you have in other positions. So yes, to an extent, you hold on to it for a while, but after that, you can put it into lower positions that actually have a lot of promise. You know? Um, there we go. Um, uh, do you get all your info from charts, or you have some? Let's see. Fact check everything said around me. Uh, I usually get a lot of my info from charts. I like to see, um, what's actually happening. And if you're talking to me, I don't know if you're talking to me, or unless you're talking to somebody else. But yeah, I usually get all my info from charts. There will be a couple of articles that I'll pull things from, but I know articles have biases, and I'm just not really into that. But then you also have some actual factual information, the actual factual information that you get from some of these places online. And I mainly just try and see what the chart's doing. Obviously, if you need some more information to basically tell you what rules are being put in place, what laws are being put out, all of that other type of stuff, I'm usually just going off of history. That's typically what I'm used to. When I'm trading, I usually go off of history, and I could care less about what the hell the news is saying. If it's something of, swing trading, yes, you could care a little bit to an extent of the news, because you want to understand if it is a day to where, earnings are being reported, like all types of information there for a swing trade over multiple days. But a day trade, it doesn't really freaking matter exactly what's happening, as long as you see the possibility of change within that stock. You know what I mean? So typically, I'm not looking for any type of outside news at all. I'm really just looking at the history of the chart and trying to analyze what the chart's doing. But for something like AMC and GME, you obviously have to take a lot of information outside and see how it will affect the ultimate squeeze, because that's what it's all about. As if it is in the news and it's still relevant, then we will, see that squeeze end up happening. If Doge goes to 5 cents each, I'm dropping 10K into it. Yeah, if it goes to 5K, if it goes to 5 cents each, I'm in there. I am probably going to take some positions out of here. I would imagine that I'm thinking about selling my Tesla shares, and only made like $104. And I've been holding it for a little bit, but that's 8 shares that I'm holding of that. That's about $5,000 worth that I can put into Dogecoin if I really wanted to. And that's kind of what I want to, is have a split of, maybe $10,000 into Dogecoin and $46,000 into AMC, and probably split some of these other ones as well, waiting for Zomedica to make a large move SOS to make a large move. That's $7,000 or $8,000 worth of value in SOS alone. So I'm looking for that to push up so I can make some decent money there. I have $8,000 invested in order to make. I stand to make probably $4,000 or $5,000. That's where my profit target actually is. And if I make a little bit less than that, depending what time period it is, and I can settle for it if I see Doge at certain levels or I see other things at other levels and I wanted to add to AMC or whatever, then that's what I would do. You never really know what could happen. Maybe I can add more to GameStop. But either way, I'm thinking of putting more into Doge. The 1,015 people here, guys, hit that like button. It does help out. AMC short interest at 13.99%. 92 million shares on loan per Ortex. That's still great. That's still great. Either way, I know, like, for me, I just don't understand the short interest portion of it. I feel like short interest should be a lot higher. Um, I with the amount of shares that we're holding, as you look at like supply and demand, or even the shorted shares that are out there, if there are less shorted shares out there, it should make the interest higher. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand the calculation of short interest. I understand their calculation that they do for short interest shares. I mean, if you look at their short interest calculation, they're mainly just looking at the shorted shares, and that count, basically saying what that percentage is there. So if it's 30% short, it's 30% short, but that doesn't tell you what interest they're paying on those shorts, because I guess it's, it could vary. They're fudging the numbers on short interest and shares on loan. Vortex only takes data from around 70 to 80%. I believe it's 80 to 85%. That's what I thought it was, of exchanges. That doesn't include naked shorts. Yes. So there's a lot of variables out there when it comes to AMC and GME. You know what I mean? Or any shorted position, really. They're trying to hide as much as they can. And it sucks that they try and hide this data from us. For us, it sucks for us, but I guess it's good for them. Doesn't seem to be working out well for them. And the numbers that they reported. So yeah, let's see. Here's what I just tweeted out. This is what my wife saw saw yesterday. She saw going to the hospital. She's seen a Doge to the moon, and she would only know about that because of me. She wouldn't know about that from anybody else, and it's just so funny. So yeah. Am I having internet problems? Am I lagging over here? It says that I'm lagging, but Twitch is actually working. Yeah, it looks like Twitch is working, but I don't know what the hell's going on. Seems fine on my end. Okay. Yeah, it's I just refreshed my thing and it seemed to work. But that's weird. Working at ER, it's peak. We had to bring in refrigerated trucks for bodies, so much death. Healthcare workers will have crisis taking a toll on us. I hear you. I hear you. My wife's a healthcare worker. My sister-in-law is a healthcare worker as well. And I work in a hospital, but I work in the, financial department. So YouTube hiccups for a second. Yeah, I was gonna say Twitch seemed to work, but everything else didn't. You were lagging for a few moments ago. Oh, well, sorry about that. I don't know why. See, I still haven't gotten a different. Oh wow, we lost about 300 viewers there. That's cool though. I'm okay with it. It showed me a loading circle for like 20 seconds. Yeah, it's just weird. All right, so we have 765 people in here, guys. If you could hit the like button, that would be amazing. We have 516 likes. I appreciate you guys for being here. It does mean a lot to me. I'm going to play an ad here for anybody that will get an ad. I don't know if everybody will. If you have YouTube Premium, you won't get an ad, but it's cool. Right now, AMC is down still 2%, 1.92% to be specific. GME is up 7.22%. It's starting to fall down after that large increase that we did see there. I'm hoping that we see a massive gain with GameStop. That would be phenomenal. But you never really know. You never really know. Mm-hmm. Oh man, looks like Graham Stephan interviewed Jeanette McCurdy. I want to see if they talk about like the whole iCarly thing. Oh man, I'm gonna have to watch that later. That's an hour and 35 minutes, and I'm gonna watch that. I thought it was my internet, but I guess not. All good. Yeah, thank you. Let's see, 805 people. We're getting back to old times here. I had to refresh my YouTube. I had to refresh the live stream area a little bit. Who's the 15-year-old girl? What are you talking about? 15-year-old girl? This is your long-term followers. We stayed. You just geeked out about iCarly. Oh. No, I watched iCarly. I liked the show when I was younger. So I want to see why I don't have Paramount Plus. That's why I'm not watching it. But yeah, I watched the show when I was younger, and I was wondering why Jeanette McCurdy is not on there. But I guess she doesn't like acting, so I know she has a YouTube channel. But anyways, let's see when this needs to load. AMC, yeah, what was I gonna say? I don't know what I was gonna say. AMC at 1.9% down. We're not really seeing too much movement. We are seeing some fluctuation, just more of a level out as well. We did see it decrease quite a bit, then start to come back. I was hopeful that it would pass this mark here, get back to a level of being at least even on the day, if not increase. And then also, GME is looking pretty good. The only thing is we're starting to see this decrease after this large increase that we've seen there. Bro, I can hold. I can hold from January. I can hold for a 20-second internet refresh. True, true, too true. Some people can. As you've seen, we had around 300 people drop off. So it's understandable. Totally understandable. Right, all right, all right. Yeah, if anybody wants to comment, how many times can you day trade on Webull? If you have less than 25 in your account, you can day trade 3 times in a span of 5 days. If you have more than 25 in your account and you have a margin account, you can trade an unlimited amount. I've traded probably 5, 6 times in a day. Typically, I'm only trading five. Sometimes I'll see an opportunity and go for it, and maybe that's an opportunity that I end up missing. There's a lot of times where I made $200 in a day and ended up dropping, $50 more. So instead of $200, I only made 150 or 170, depending, how much over 200 it was. Internet refresh, paper hands. How do you feel about Dan Schneider? What's going on with Dan Schneider? How do I feel about him? I don't know what happened with him. Can they just short all at all price points and break even in the end, or at least not lose as much? It depends how much they're willing to give up, because obviously at this point they're over shorting it and they're losing a crazy amount. No matter if they short it like if they short it at the peak point, they've over shorted this thing and they've lost billions of dollars already. So can they gain billions of dollars? Yes, depending on how much they put in there. So like, say if they, instead of them going bankrupt, they decide to just give up on winning the shorts at this moment. Gets all the way to a peak point, whales start to sell. Once they see that, they start shorting the position at a hefty amount. They end up making a lot of money on the way down, because they make it seem like that's the peak point, a false peak, or a lower peak than what it was, and then they end up decreasing that price a hell of a lot, all the way down to lower levels. Maybe not bankruptcy, but to definitely lower levels. And then they get out and they make a lot of money. So yeah, they can find a way to make money here. If I was them, and if I were them, I would basically say, all right, well, you know what? I lost. Obviously, they won't admit that they lost, but I would be like, all right, I lost. Well, let me cover my shorts. You cover your shorts, you lose a ton of money. As long as you don't go bankrupt, you're good. Then you have maybe $1 billion that you want to put into it at the peak point to short this thing again. So you start shorting it, and it it tells you where that peak is. Now it starts to decrease as whales start to sell off and retail traders start to sell off. You're going to see this plummet down to earth, if not lower than that, and end up settling, let's say, at like $20. If they don't go bankrupt, I think that's what they're going to do. So that's why I'm thinking that the fall down might be a heck of a lot faster than a lot of people think. Uh, I have not seen the internet talk about his. Have you not seen the internet talk about his foot fetish and the producer of iCarly? No, I haven't heard people talk about his foot fetish. I think I heard that Jeanette McCurdy was uncomfortable with the overall acting situation, but I didn't know that there was like any sort of issue there like that with any of the cast. If it's just a foot fetish, then whatever. I mean, as long as he's not acting on, those actors or actresses. Uh, thank you for all your healthcare. Uh, We're exhausted and have seen enough death. Lifetime. Okay, enlighten them. Here's a question. What's the black and white? Black and white and red all over. I mean, this may be dark, but a cow in the being butchered. Take prize money and AMC shares. Thank you, Eugene. Insider feet in YouTube if you want to dart rabbit hole. No, I'm not gonna. You know, I had a lot of issues with the producers. I think one of them may have been it. That would be horrible. It's what fetish is an integral part of the show. And then put his young actresses in scenes like Ariana Grande and the show Victorious. Well, that's horrible. That's not good. That's not good at all. Wait, where? Come on, I'm not looking at U1. We're looking at the most important pieces here. We're looking at GME and we're looking at AMC. What are you doing here? What are you doing here, Weeble? All right, so 1.8% down, 1.7% down, making a move up, but we're not really seeing too many positive moves. I thought we would see this drop down and then steady rise, getting back up to levels to where maybe it would break the break-even point. We still could see some positivity here. We are still down 2%, which is not a good sign. Either way, it could still be grounds for reversal. It's just we're not seeing a crazy amount of volume. What is it, like 600,000, maybe a million shares worth of volume, and we're at 730. We still have about 2 hours left, so it's not that bad. But yeah, there's no contractual agreement for me to award prize money for the correct answer. I don't know. I feel like there needed to be some sort of an award, maybe a pat on the back or like just a, hand clap. Newspaper red all over. Yeah, I know. I was joking when I said that. I know it was a newspaper. That's like saying what gets wetter as it dries. I'm sure everybody knows what that is. That's a very overused riddle. They fired Dan Snyder over alleged abuse. Gio, check it out. Matt, not sure if you saw the message earlier. Yeah, I was looking at it earlier. It's up 7% right now. It did increase quite a bit. Fell from that $4.49 mark, so might resist at those points. But I look at this as just a day trade. You're a Tau. Yeah, exactly. Overused riddle. Sometimes people need to say things out loud. I don't want to know about your foot fetish. So even if nothing happens in AMC today, are you going to cover today real action? PRCH already up 12% in the pre-market. Yeah, I mean, if nothing happens in AMC, I will cover what action is actually happening. So in the first 30 minutes, yes, I'm going to go through all that stuff, but I'm not going to go through the whole day. So I really only stream until 10 o'clock usually. Yesterday I streamed till about like 9:45. I do have a lot of stuff that I still need to get done, so I probably will go until 10, but I still do have to check some stuff. All right. All right. So I finally learned how to farm crypto, and I made $700, 700 plus dollars in 5 days. That's amazing. What crypto are you farming or mining? Maybe I'm behind the curve here. Or AMC focused in a live stream. Thought it was a given, to be honest. You've been in TRC8 since February, bought it at $2. That's amazing. And right now it's at what, 9 or something, or 11? It's at 1056. It is falling down quite a bit from the 1145 mark. But either way, still looking pretty decent. Look at AMC. Let's go back to here. Hopefully we can see a large kick. Oh, we are seeing a large kick. Jumped over this level. Look at that. We're only down. We might get back to break even here. We did get back to break even at one point, but we might solidly get back to break even. We are only down 0.16%. AMC is on the move right now. Look at that. Broke over these levels. Looks really, really good. Broke over these levels. Looks phenomenal. It's now starting to pull back down to 0.4% down. Not muted for anybody else. Better not be muted. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not going to call a price today. You and I were very close to open yesterday. I was way off at the close. I mean, I was a little bit closer at the open. I mean, it opened at 61.30, and I said 61.37. Come on. I'm not going to give a prediction either for this price. I mean, I was pretty good. I was pretty close. I don't want to ruin it since I was so close. I mean, I had to call it out. I had to say it. That was very close. All right. We just hit positivity here. Look at this. We're up. Never mind. Yep. Now we're positive. Here we go. No, we're not. Last APY was 365. Blew yesterday for 100% gain. Yeah, it looks like AMC's doing pretty well. We're starting to see GME maybe create a cup and handle here. Look at that. Not really, but really. It's now AMC is now very close to being. Oh, sometimes I just need to stretch. I'm sorry. God, it is positive. It's back and forth. I mean, up 0.1%, down 0.1%. We're sitting in a good spot here. I told you it could be grounds for reversal. We could see a positive day after, breaking lower. But the only thing is we still have 2 hours left in the pre-market. So we could see this pull back quite a bit. We are right now being, overbought at the moment. Currently 74 on the RSI. So would you call AMC a cup and handle on the day chart? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Hey, maybe we're looking for double touch points here, looking for a W formation. But no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't call that a cup and handle. Very tired. I'm also convinced 8 super geniuses to brand their entire project, and they listened. That's interesting. Does AMC match the GME chart in the pre-market? No, not really. GME has been moving at a different rate. They increased quite a bit, and now started to decrease, which now they're starting to see that increase again, back up to 220 or so, while AMC dropped down dramatically from the start, started to level out. Now you're starting to see that ascending W, which definitely would indicate an uptrend. The only thing is now you're starting to see that pullback based on the RSI being oversold for a period in time. It was oversold to like 72, 74 on the RSI. Or Matt, let's have a better day. If not, still holding. Yeah, again, that's exactly what it's all about. This is not financial advice, guys. Patterns don't matter with AMC anymore. It's too manipulated. Yes, I've been saying that from the beginning, that we can see amazing patterns and we can get excited about these patterns. Whether it's a ABCD pattern, bull flag pattern, cup and handle, W formation, head and shoulders, whatever it ends up being, you can get excited for it, but know that it might not pan out the way that you want it to, just because I got distracted by the concurrent viewers because it was 9/11, and that's actually our anniversary date. So, but yeah, a lot of people will get excited about all these patterns, but it's just it's not what you want to focus on. You just want to focus on really the movement, what you're seeing positive or negatively. It's just way too manipulated, just like you said. Late to the party, Morden folks. Well, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. This is when I would typically start streaming for a lot of people, but since I've been streaming, early, it's always great to get started early. Cinnamon nachos, me, when it moons. I can't wait to go back to the movies. We haven't gone to see a movie in quite some time. I would love to go see a movie, and I think the first movie we're gonna go see is Baby Boss with Harper, and that's gonna be her first movie ever. It should be really fun. I I would say resistance and support levels we can definitely apply in a different manner, but when it comes to different patterns, it's not something that we're looking at as anything that really matters, right? True, but the point of OS support and resistance on AMC really do hold. I've drawn some channels that really held up. Yeah, like I said, support and resistance levels, I would say, do matter to a point. It just depends. Sometimes they break through these support levels that just don't make sense how they broke through. But most times when a movement is not manipulated, it's not manipulated throughout the whole entire day. It's either through heavy volume time periods or, time periods where they have less volume, depending on what they want to do. Can I explain the 002 rule that everybody keeps talking about? I don't have a full explanation on it. I actually just started getting into it, which I might have. I don't even know where it went. I don't know where it went. Where'd it go? So yeah, I was just looking into it, and I was gonna get a chance to read it this morning, like in full, just to fully understand it, but didn't get that chance. I actually got on late, so no way I'm getting married this year on 9/11. Really hoping AMC pans out so we can have a better wedding. Well, that's amazing. Amazing. I mean, one, the date turned out perfect. I mean, the venue was perfect as well. Um, yeah, I loved that venue so much. I think we might have had the best wedding so far. We've been to a ton of weddings. You know what? Not the best wedding. There was one wedding that was phenomenal, and it was just like because of one, the amount of people, the outstanding service that you did have, um, open bar. Also, it they had like 5 courses or something. It was just so much food. It was like we had seafood, crab. They had these huge um, scallops that were amazing, by the way. But that was all starters, just finger food was all the most expensive food. And then we got in there and we had like salad, pasta, like it was just so much. That was probably the best wedding that we've been to. Probably the most expensive wedding. There were so many people, so much expensive food. And yeah. But then after that, our wedding. So wow. It looks like AMC is starting to jump up, starting to make its moves up 0.4%. Love seeing this. However, to come up with funds or close their positions. They will do basically a computer check that risk daily instead of uh, once a month. They can automatically margin call them. It makes it harder for them. But does that mean they will be checking it every day or just every day during all day? I want to develop said know that the doc image back in comments to me made me feel special. It turns out he owns AMC stock too, and thought I was banned for the first 2 days because I don't talk girly. I feel like since GME is so high, they might get an automated margin call on that, and then the chain reaction to AMC and others. Um, I would say as you're looking into this whole situation, as you're looking into how this plays out, just know that this might not be, um, as strong as people think. Some people may say, "Oh, we're going to see a bunch of margin calls, creates a chain reaction." You might not see that right from the start. Just know that hedge funds will be looking to They've known that this is coming, just like we know that it's coming. So they're ready to prepare for this. You might not see that actually take place. So you never know. It could be a clear positive, and we might see it all pan out the way that we wanted it to. But most likely, we know that they're not really that dumb. Yes, they're dumb with the fact that they are continuing to short this position and, double and triple and quadruple down on this stupid move that they're making, and continuation of these stupid moves that they are making. But know that they do know as well that this is happening, and they wouldn't continue to triple and double down here if they didn't have a plan. I reckon that they're going to try and scare people as much as they can today, right before O2 rule. Jan GME run versus June AMC run up. GME didn't even get margin called at 500. Don't think it will now. But then again, this rule wasn't in place. I would say the reason why it actually didn't hold at 500, right? It didn't even hold at 400 plus, right? Because of the fact that you had restricted trading. Now, that's the obvious difference here, is the fact that you had the restricted trading, so you had a lot of people that were not able to buy, but were able to sell the position. So they sold the position. It's a difference in the matter, versus right now where we can actually buy the position. It could be something that may play out in a different way because of that. Just know that that's that difference maker. If GME didn't get margin called at 500, is because we couldn't actually buy anything at 500, and the price continued to drop down. So if the price dropped down from 500 to $46, there's no reason for them to get margin called, right? They're making money from those shorts that they've taken out. Again, $50. What about 50? January GME, you had the shorts covering with people buying. June AMC is just people buying and shorts doubling down. Well, yeah, you had shorts covering with people buying. Yes, it's a different story there. I'm just trying to picture what you're getting at here. Agree or disagree? Yeah, I agree. You did in January. You did have people, people buying while shorts were covering, and then trading was restricted. So the shorts started to short again. So yes, there is a difference to where they were actually covering their positions versus where they're not covering their position now. GME 5-minute RSI looks like an EKG. Whoops. I don't know what an EKG looks like. So, I don't even know why I looked at it. Ask my wife; she would know. I don't think in June run-up shorts have covered at all. No, they haven't covered. They've probably covered a small portion of it, just to basically capture some shorts at a higher point with lower interest. They could basically do that, but that's why they've realized some losses. So they have covered some. But yeah, it's definitely a different situation from January to June. I'll tell you that. Ooh. All right, so we got 8 people over on Twitch. If you guys want to, check me out on Twitch, definitely do that. I'm over there. If you want to check out some of my other channels, definitely go over there and check those out as well. If you go over to my page here and you go over to channels, you'll see 3 channels that I'm associated with. I have Matt Reacts, I have the MP Shorts channel, I have the Perry Experience channel. We're going to be doing more podcasts here. I just got to get Erica more into this. She always mentions it. She's like, oh, we could talk about this on the podcast, but we never actually do it. So I want to create more reactions here. I want to have this solely for that podcast, and then this will be the MP Shorts channel where we have a lot of short videos. So if you want to follow any of those, definitely do that. Or if you want to follow any of my other friends on YouTube, my brother here is my best friend, and somebody that I worked with. We play games all the time. So if you guys want to subscribe to his channel, he plays a lot of Call of Duty and stuff. And then my neighbors, they have 9 kids. They have a family of 11. If you want to check out their channel, it's really good. Really, really good. If you're a person that watches family channels, I think you should definitely check their channel out. This is what happened yesterday. Around over the pre-market, then short to oblivion. Yeah. I just hope they don't continue to do this. We're seeing a lot of buy orders that going in for GME at 216. Sell orders that are going in at 219. Currently, the price is at 217. You are seeing AMC that is up a little bit. Let's see if that can hold at least even, and then see that jump up. Spammy looking? I don't know what that means. They are trying to scare us with bag holder crap to get us off our positions. You're probably right. Let's look at some of these other positions. Let's actually look at some top gainers here. So we obviously are focused on AMC and GME. I do want to take a quick look at Dogecoin to see where it is. 19 cents currently. It looks like Bitcoin is down to 31,000. You have Ethereum that's down to 1,800, which is a great price to get in at, because Ethereum is definitely going to make its move back to 5,000. Damn, 9 kids. Are they Mormons? No. I believe they adopted 4. I think it was 4. And they had quadruplets just recently, and they had a kid previous to that. Funny thing is they continued with our H's, because we have Harper, we have Hayden, and they have their kid Henry. So HHH. I think if we were gonna have a third kid, we would have probably went with another H name. You don't want to break the cycle. Not like my wife's parents, B, B, and E. Beginning of tomorrow, if they if they get looked intraday, but likely with the crypto sell-off, they are ready, and now it's another story for how long they will be able to keep it up. Ethereum looks like a double bottom formation. Yes. Slightly. I mean, it's not an exact double bottom, but you are seeing a sending W. Let's go with that. I just know that any support level that I've seen or resistance level that I've seen for crypto has not held up at all. And the good thing is, I mean, a lot of these positions look amazing. You know, Ethereum, I want to buy Ethereum Classic. I want to buy more. So let me go ahead and check my bank account to see if YouTube money came in. Should have. Yes, it did. All right. So you know what? I'm gonna buy more Ethereum Classic. I think I can buy. Let me go on Coinbase. I might buy some more AMP too. I think that might have dropped. What's Polkadot? Why is that at $14? It's 59 and most held. It's currently decreasing. I'll keep that on my, let's see, 1 year. It's gotten up to $39 or $49 from that $5 mark. Let's see if this drops a little bit more, and I will keep that on my watch list a little bit just to look at that, because it's brand new. A lot of times you like to look at things that are brand new, but I'm gonna go with what I have here, AMP, and that's at 6 cents. I want to buy maybe $100 more dollars worth. Not with that. You know, buy $100 more worth of that, and probably buy $100 more worth of ETH. No, ETC. No, I wanna buy more. What are you doing? I want to buy more. What are you doing? Sorry, give me a second. Let me just buy. Can I just buy? All right. Well, I could do a custom amount. Let me buy. I want to buy 3. There we go. No, not with the. God. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep buying stuff. Love buying stuff. There we go. All right, perfect. Read the file. Everything is there. Not sure how long it will hold their pockets. Crypto is in a death spiral, not financial advice. It is. It is in a death spiral. Polkadot is a good one. Yeah, it's new. Yeah, I'm looking. I'm gonna keep that on the watch list. If that does drop down a little bit more, I will buy into it. I've been in AMC since $2.14, so I'm chilling. That's amazing to hear. That's amazing. Hopefully you bought a crazy amount at those prices. I wonder if they have any more free. Whenever there's something new, they always offer you rewards on certain things. Because I had rewards on AMP, but I just bought more of it, so we're cool. Once we see crypto really start to take off, that's where things start to get real. I don't know if I could transfer to my crypto wallet there. But do you read Twitch chat too? Yes, yes I do. I go back and forth. ADMO 90 says no. I don't read Twitch chat. I do. it just takes some time because there's a lot that comes through on YouTube. So if there was more that comes through on Twitch, then I would obviously split my time. But also people, pay 99 cents to be a part of, this chat. And that's what it's all about. So it's about creating that community. And this is mainly for, people that want to comment, but, aren't really a member on YouTube. Let me play an ad here. What are your thoughts on TRCH today? It could make a move today with their special dividend that they have in place. Oh wow, that dropped down significantly. So it was up a crazy amount, and now that dropped down a lot. I don't know why people would sell that off if they're looking to hold on to it for their special dividend, But I was thinking that it could get up to $13, seeing how that could basically jump 30%. 30% of $10 is around $13. So obviously 30% of $10 is $3. We're adding on $3. Doge will rise again. I'm there with you. That's why I'm holding 21,000 coins. Now, what's up, people? The hedges are going down. GME finished their at the market offering, and won't be dragging AMC down with it. Let's ride, people. I would buy your I would buy your subscription even if it was $10. It's worth it. Believe me. That means a lot. That means a lot to me. Maybe I should make it $10. I'm just joking. I love the fact that it's cheap. It's slightly above what spammers want to pay. So that's why I'm so excited to continue doing this, Because anybody that's spamming, anybody that's creating FUD, all of those people don't want to pay in order to say negative things. Besides that one person that actually said something pretty negative today. Kind of hurt me, man. Kind of hurt me. I'm buying AMC until it hits $100. Yeah, well, this is where, you're going to see a lot of people have their cutoff moment to where they stop buying it and wait for shorts to end up increasing. Now, I don't know if that cutoff is 500. I don't know if that cutoff is, 200. No one really knows. It depends where you're comfortable with. Some people bought at $2.14 or whatever. And if you can, sorry, I got distracted by something. Some people bought at $2.14. If you can hold on to those for a long period of time, then it's good. You don't have to physically buy anymore because it is going to raise your cost basis. But how much does it hurt to raise your cost basis to $10? It shouldn't hurt that much. Either way, I mean, $2 and some odd cents is pretty good. What was I reading that distracted me? Do you think Doge will make its way back to 30 cents at least? Yeah, of course. Of course. I believe that everything will make its way back. The only reason that you're seeing Doge down, not the only reason, but a big reason why you're seeing Doge down. Where's AMC? We're probably seeing some movement here at 801. You're seeing some good movement. It's down 0.13%. The only reason you're really seeing Doge down, or the main reason, is because crypto's down itself. You look at crypto, and it's not just Dogecoin that's down to 18 cents. You have Litecoin that's down, which does look really interesting, and I kind of want to buy another share of Litecoin or coin of Litecoin. Ethereum Classic, that's down as well. You have XLM that's down quite a bit. All of these different positions that are down, including Bitcoin. So it's not just a Dogecoin thing, it's a crypto market thing. So once you see crypto make a turn, then you're going to see that that huge increase. And especially it's going to happen after the AMC squeeze, because a lot of people are going to put their money into different things. They're going to take their money, maybe it's 400,000, 500,000, 1 million, 2 million, $5 million, and they're going to put a big chunk into crypto, into other positions. Now, if they physically take that money and they blow it, one, they're going to have a lot of taxes to pay, and they're probably not going to be happy when they get that tax bill. And it's just a little ridiculous. Matt, you should buy when you see the reversal, though. Yes and no. Wait, you're talking about crypto. Yes, you should buy when you do see a reversal. The only thing is that crypto hasn't really been following certain levels, so you can see some of these reversals down here, but it's been breaking past previous lows. So if you look at some of these lows that it did have, it broke past some of these lows very easily, and you never really know where the true bottom actually is. So I've been buying at bottoms. I've been buying at what was it, 22, 20, or 27, I believe, 22 or 24, I'm not 100% sure, 18, and then 16. I bought 1,000 shares at, or 1,000 coins at 16 for Dogecoin, and now it's down to 17, almost at 18. Drop some in Doge after the squeeze. Yeah, I'm dropping some now. Because we never know where it will actually correct to. If it's going to correct to here, then I'm cool with it. I can always drop more into it if I wanted to. Buying AMC. All right, so we have 1,110 people in here, guys. Hit that like button if you can. My goal today is 1,000 likes. If you guys can get me there, that would be amazing. It should be easy with 1,000 concurrent viewers, so hit that like button. Now, what do you think is happening with ZOM? By the way, I have 2,130 shares of AMC at a dollar cost average of $9.99. Am I doing this right? Yes, you're good at $9.99. You're good. 2,130. That's amazing that you're making a decent amount of money there so far. What do I think is happening with ZOM? So ZOM is probably going to have a move after or while AMC is actually in that squeeze move. Bitcoin just hit a new low right now, 30,000. Oh wow, I didn't even see that, and I'm right on it. Dropped down pretty quick. ZOM, I would say right now is pretty much. You bought more ZOM yesterday. I was going to buy more ZOM yesterday, but I ended up buying more Doge. But ZOM is definitely going to make its move after the fact. And in my opinion, this is my opinion only. It's not financial advice. I think ZOM is going to make a pretty decent move from where it is up to, I'm really getting distracted by this Bitcoin drop. I think it's really going to make its move, up to $1, $1.50, $2. I think that's where you're going to see it get to, and then probably make massive moves after that. It seemed like it was a little bit derailed in the beginning, where it got to, I think, $3 or so, and then it started to increase again towards the news that it was having, that buy the rumor, sell the news with Trueforma, got up to about $2.80 and then fell from there. So either way, I thought it was going to try and resist at $3, and I was going to pull something out of there, which I did. I just didn't think it was going to, pull back that early, because Trueforma was released early, so that's probably why you've seen that. But I do see it going up to $1, $1.50, or sorry, $1.50 or $2, and then even seeing that potential up to $3 or so. It dropped over 1K in a matter of seconds. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, these crypto drops are pretty good. They're pretty tasty. Matt is sweating watching Bitcoin drop fall like an elevator. I'm not sweating. I only have $20 in Bitcoin. I don't have a lot in Bitcoin. But I'm not sweating. I'm freezing down here, by the way. But yeah, I would say if Dogecoin gets down to about 4 cents, then maybe I'll sweat a little bit. I will buy a lot, but I will sweat a little bit. Because obviously I'll be down quite a bit. From 25 cents to 4 cents would be quite a bit of a drop. But I would buy a hell of a lot if it goes down to those levels. So let's see if Bitcoin can drop below 30,000. I know you're going to have a lot of people that are basically going to create these videos that they're going all in on Dogecoin, or not Dogecoin, on Bitcoin, because it's so low. If it drops to 20 to 25K, will you buy a whole Bitcoin? Would I buy a whole Bitcoin? No, because I probably see the only thing about Bitcoin is that it moves so fast. Like you can gain 10K very fast, right? If you put 20, let's say it goes down to 20K and it goes up to 40K, you literally gain 20K in a matter of days, right? But then you can also go into Ethereum and put that same amount of money in there and it could possibly double or triple. And if not, yeah, it could double or triple and you can gain that same amount of money, really. So it's so tough. I would say that Bitcoin is more realistic to jump faster because, as you can see, it moved $1,000 within seconds, right? And it could move $10,000 within minutes or within an hour, and that can be really good for a Bitcoin and what you're doing with it. The only thing is, like, you never know where this low is actually going to get to. But yeah, if it drops to 20K, I don't know. Maybe I might put 20,000 in there and then watch it go up to 40,000 and then sell my position. Put some of the winnings into, some other cryptos, obviously hold for taxes. All of the money that I have in my brokerage account, I end up holding a lot for taxes. So it's all being moved around and used for profits or losses or whatever. I don't think Ethereum is going to 3x anytime soon after they switched a point of stake. It could entirely be wrong, but the GPU miner will be switching to like RVN. I don't know. I mean, again, anybody could be right here. You never know where the actual buyer is going to move to. All I know is I think Bitcoin's dominance is going to decrease while Ethereum ends up gaining on that dominance. And others end up gaining on that dominance as well. As you start to see it, you can see a lot of other positions, gain on that dominance. While Bitcoin continues to drop, Ethereum continues to stay steady at 1,800. But yeah, it all depends. It really all depends. All right, so what are we looking at? I wanted to see what the top gainers were. So let's go to the market. So let's look at where the top gainers are. So we don't really have too many high top gainers from what I'm looking at. Let's click into some of these. They might be pretty big gainers from the start. So you've seen that large jump in the after hours market in the let's see, in the pre-market. In the pre-market, you've seen it just make that move, start to level out, but not really making too much of a move from here. Let's look at some other positions here. 28% up. Yeah, you see a decent move. AMC and GME have an enormous amount of FUD. Of course they do. Of course they do. They always do. But at least you're seeing GME start to level out here. Let's look at AMC here. Sometimes I just need to stretch. Same institutions creating FUD are buying BTC and Ethereum in droves. So we're starting to see AMC come back a little bit, but it's really hovering between that mark of being flat and being slightly down or slightly up. Sorry if I'm stretching a lot. I feel like I need to stretch a lot more. Don't have the same range of motion. I was playing golf. Was it Sunday? Played in the morning, and it was amazing. I hit 2 amazing sand shots that I probably will never be able to do again from the fairway bunkers. Playing sand shots from the fairway bunkers, anybody that has played golf knows that is a very difficult shot to pull off, because you just have to pick it off of the sand. If you hit any sand, you hit it fat and it just doesn't come out the right way. Cardano hits $1, I'm gonna buy another $200 or $300. Yeah, if Cardano hits a certain level, I think I have 240. I don't really know how many I have of Cardano. I think it's 240. I couldn't transfer it over because they don't have it in the crypto wallet. It's 240 ADA. I have 240 ADA in my Coinbase. It's not my Coinbase wallet. In the Coinbase exchange, I have 240 Cardano. I have 6 Ethereum Classic, which I believe I have 3 in my wallet, which I will transfer that over. I have 2,801 AMP. I have 2,426 Anchor, which I think I might buy some more of that. I do have 295 Dogecoin in Coinbase. I have 154 Stellar Lumen. I have 0.000555 Bitcoin. I have 0.01 Compound. Like I have a lot of different positions here, and I plan to expand. Coach John, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. When did you get tattoos? When I was 19, maybe. Coach John, thank you for the super sticker. How's it going? Going pretty good. Interesting opinion. Could be some truth to that, but China's been cracking down hard on virtual currency lately. The sentiment amplifies the effects of this. I don't know what I said to get to that comment yesterday. Um, 282 ADA, 1,350 Dogecoins, and 20,000 or 20 million Shiba coins. I have 7 million Shiba coin. I have 28 million Safe Moon. I didn't even think about those. I have 1 Ethereum. I would say total Dogecoin, I have to have over 22,000, I would imagine. Well over 22, because I have 800 in Robinhood, and I have 21,200 in Webull. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you for becoming a member. I have 9,500 ADA, 55k Dogecoin, 50 million Shiba. All right, did you buy Shiba very early? Because I don't know where Shiba's going from here. I think I bought Shiba a little bit late. Didn't really look at the chart because you don't really have too much to go off of. But yeah, 1.3 billion safe moon. That's a lot. Super bullish news today on AMC. 1.3 billion. That's a lot. You're definitely one of those. I mean, there's probably a lot of people that have a lot more safe moon, and I technically would get more, but I haven't ventured out to get more. I thought about it, but I haven't ventured out to get more. I should, just because I really only want to sell at a lower portion. I really think you should have more views. You're very well spoken and clearly know what you're doing. Any way you could get in touch with Matt and Trey for a collab. I don't know. I've said this previously, that I'm very introvert and that I don't really do collabs often. I've had a number of people reach out to me for different types of collabs, and I just haven't ever really wanted to do it. Like, I want to do it. It's just my personality, the way that I am, will not let me do it. And I know that those things are always fun. It's just I'm not that person that keeps and like holds a conversation too well. Here goes Matt with introversion. Coach John, thank you for that another super sticker. That's funny. A pair flying. But yeah, I've talked to them. I have both their numbers. I've talked to them multiple times. I'm just not the collab type of person. Eventually, I mean, I do reaction videos to like any of their interviews and stuff like that. And I've like I said, I've talked to them from time to time. No way are we like the best of friends or anything, but I've talked to them from time to time if they had anything going on. I made sure they were okay, especially when Matt was going through his whole situation with YouTube. I'm glad that he got that resolved. I also seen some other people that were going through that as well, so that couldn't have been just a coincidence that he went through that. And some other big creators like 300,000, 400,000 subscribers, but when he was around 100,000, were having that same issue. So I'm glad he got that resolved. And yeah. It's so nice to be able to chat with the host of the stream without super chatting. Gets so many misses a lot. Ah, man. Looks like we're starting to lag here. Are we lagging? Are we lagging? Hopefully we're not. We are. It says excellent connection, but it's lagging. I think both Matt and Trey have referenced you before. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, we've talked. We've talked before. Not verbally low, like dying off or or etc. I can't deal with that. It's freaking